What's up guys, it's Mama Deadhead and I am back with another reaction to Fear the Walking Dead. So, first things first, I want to thank everyone who shared my new Etsy store, and I wanted to show you guys just a little bit closer because I know that pictures can just never do anything justice, and video might not either because I know that I don't have the best quality because I shoot on my phone. But I have come out with canvas watercolor paintings as well as frame pictures, but I do not currently have an example of a frame picture. That is only on the Etsy store. I only have photos of that. I'm gonna put up a photo right here, but don't actually have one to show. But these are what they look like. So this one is Team Kingdom, and if you want like a certain color scheme like this one, Team Mama Deadhead is much brighter than the Team Kingdom. I can do that for you guys. It has a place where you can specify what you want, and I do want to extend the offer of not just this fandom, but like other shows too. If you guys are into other shows, like I like Supernatural, so if you want to be like Team Crowley, totally down for that, and I can do a color scheme that I think would match it. So basically just thank you. Thank you guys for supporting me. I genuinely appreciate it. These are basically what they look like. They're pretty small. They're 8 by 10, and it does come with a little stand so that you can display it. It's not just this. It's also a small stand. But again, just thank you guys so much for supporting it. So many fellow reactors retweeted and just shared my link, and I genuinely appreciate it. And yeah, thank you so much. So I have a feeling that maybe after this somebody might want Team Cat. I think the cat's name is Skidmark, but I'm not sure. That's the answer that I got on social media, but hopefully we find out in this episode. I don't know if we will. I think that there is going to be Strand and Daniel in this episode. I don't honestly recall what the last like little sneak peek for this episode was, but I'm pretty sure that Strand and Daniel were in it. So let's hope. I'm so excited. I know that they don't like each other. They've done some pretty messed up things to like each one to the other. But I love them so much, and I'm genuinely excited to see them again. And of course, if Kat is in this episode, I'm gonna like absolutely lose my mind. I'm so excited. But oh, you can see Mercer here. We stream named this little plant guy right here. Oh, hi Bella. We stream named him Mercer, like from the comic, and I also have Princess. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's get this started, guys.
You mean your father didn't make it?
No.
Sarah, Wendell, Charlie.
I'm so scared. I love them both so much, but I'm so scared.
Hey, kitty.
It has a bell.
Can we just take a breath, Daniel? I'm aware I have a distinctive temper. Hearing it now, seeing my face, removing all doubt, you may be inclined to instantly pull the trigger, perhaps involuntarily. A Pavlovian response of self-defense, so...
Skidmark likes you.
He has good taste.
He licks his own ass. You knew I was here?
Yes.
It is
Then
Skidmark.
why are you here?
I understand that we parted under difficult circumstances, but things have changed.
I held my breath. I was like,
They don't trip.
Yeah.
Skidmark, get in there.
be nice to Kitty. It's so cute. Oh. Oh, okay, so the walkers are looking at the little flocks of birds this time. Okay. I just want to see Strand and Daniel and Kitty. Oh, that's so bad.
You know what? Here's your next dose.
When will I be able to play the accordion?
You play the accordion?
I was thinking of learning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you need to rest.
Oh, my babies, okay. I don't know if I would be following him, Strand, but I guess you don't have a choice. This is cool as fuck. Whoa.
Empty from.
You can say I inherit.
Hey, you know them, Daniel.
Madison?
She's gone. Me too.
But Alicia,
I get you, be honest. It's for you. It's for you and no one else. I know who you are.
You don't have to believe me. He's...
Luciana 31 North is blocked. Got more of those radiation
I want to
signs.
cry.
Copy that. She will.
What makes you so sure?
I just know. And it's not from the drugs. The accordion stuff is from the drugs.
The what?
From the other. Yeah, never mind.
Copy that.
I would be going through that truck, seeing what is in the truck, so I can like kind of gauge, you know, what I'm up against here. I'm like semi-worried that Althea is like a crossover to like a bigger picture character. Oh, God damn it.
Take off your clothes. All of them.
That's a bit kinky.
It's kind of important to me.
Oh shit, you're really a talker, aren't you? Remember what I said about talking?
Bitch!
What do I have to do with this one? Drop it. Let me keep you from losing another friend.
This is weird.
Alicia. You telling us the truth?
Yes.
Just let it go.
Yeah, this is a pretty grand illusion, you know, if it is a lie.
I'm holding on to this.
Is this where he takes off? Is this where he takes off his wedding ring?
Careful of those scratches. Make sure you clean under your nails. On your wedding ring.
What about it?
Take it off. Put it over there. Sorry about the selection. Laundry day's next week.
Oh, baby, no. This hurts me to the deepest part of my soul.
To help my friends.
The last time I heard you say that, a dam exploded and someone shot me in the face.
But that was also years ago.
I'm so sorry, Daniel. You don't think a man can change?
Well, this
Some men.
doesn't really look like he changed.
These are clean.
Morgan. My lord.
Hey,
Can I have my stick back?
hey, so about my stick. Am I ever gonna get that back?
You can. The wood is porous. There's no way of cleaning it.
Oh.
It's not about it being disappointing, huh? These are all clean. Great, let's keep moving.
You knew them.
Yeah, that's why I said that must suck. Because they're friends.
I worked at the plant. Ran operations. Once things started going south, I called.
Walk out more.
We might have found a whole bunch of them.
Oh,
Don't touch
shit.
anything.
is a sad episode. No, don't put Morgan among the dead. Absolutely not.
Strand.
I'll recover. I don't feel like jumping well.
And the others?
Alice missing. We can't find her. We found some other people. We're trying to help them.
But this place? We can't stay here for long.
You won't have to. I got a message. The man who was playing it, I found him. It'll help them.
Yay!
Luciana?
Daniel knows it. It's accurate.
Luciana, do you copy? Luciana, do you copy?
His face, he knows
Do you
it's
believe
true.
me now? They need help.
Wanna
It's
cry?
worse than I thought.
Yes, they do. Follow me?
He's not going to. He's not gonna help. He's not gonna help. Oh my god, I'm gonna sob. Luciana's on drugs.
Someone there?
Please be the kids. Please, for the love of God, be the kids and like not anyone menacing. Or Althea. Or maybe not, because she could be with bad people. Get back inside. Get back inside. Now. Oh my god, they can have the things. Luciana! Run the other way! Get back to her! Are you ready to listen? Come on, Alicia.
I used to think that killing was the only thing that I could do.
Oh, way worse than you, Alicia.
It's the only thing I can do.
It used to be like that for me.
Clear mode.
But, you don't know it until somebody tells you, so,
He's gonna be your Eastman.
I gotta tell you,
I'm gonna stop. I can't.
I'm really sorry I didn't say this before. The way out is opening the door. To people, to possibility, to the hurt that will happen. And that's why I went and opened the door, and then my life started all over again.
Oh my god.
Yours will too. Hey, where you going?
There's some caverns near the plant. It doesn't happen.
And then you come with
You
us.
really gotta take my stick.
Yeah.
And then once we find out those kids, maybe you can come back with us. We got a
Yes.
plane coming.
I can't go back with you. The people who died, you tried into the plant for days, looking for survivors. I was careful, but I was still exposed to more alpha emitter.
How long did you have?
I don't know.
Or what you doing for your people?
I'm on the other side of this walkie too.
This is all sad.
You said this is gonna be hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
The dead. Somebody knows we're here.
out, we're gonna find those kids, and we're gonna get home.
See, they keep saying they're gonna get this plane, which makes me think they are not gonna get this fucking plane. Now I'm all like sniffly from crying.
We're gonna keep the plane.
It's time for you to leave, Victor.
Fucking knew it.
Hey, I don't understand. Our friends need help.
Yes, they do. But not from you.
What the hell are you talking about? You heard Luciana.
You told me the reason you were not on that plane was because you wanted to help your friends. Doesn't look like it worked out that way.
Daniel, please.
Alicia is resourceful like your mother. Althea is a survivor. They'll manage. I'm not giving you the plane because you'll make it all worse for them. Every time you help people, you end up hurting them.
Bitch!
No one knows that better than I do.
Look, I cannot blame Daniel. I get where he's coming from. I get it.
Come back. The next one will be in your face.
Well, then why don't you go save them? You know that they're in trouble. Ah, so frustrating. Strand, you can still do this. You can figure out another way. You can do it. It's just his past coming back, like, again. Oh, baby, I'm so sorry.
There's words, and there's action. We took action.
Dwight?
Finding out. My chances of finding her get less and less.
Shit. Dwight! Alright guys, so that episode is over. I guess first I should address Strand and Daniel, since that was like the last little bit that we saw. Aside from the next sneak peek, which looks like maybe Dwight, maybe, I don't know. I'm excited. It looks like the same place that Dwight was, so maybe he will be in this. Maybe it will be like, you know, kind of like the Daniel bit in the last episode. Maybe it will be like the last second, like, Morgan? Dwight? Oh my goodness. And then, like, fade to black next episode. But Strand and Daniel. So, this is one of those situations where I try and stay, as far as like understanding emotions. I may not like a character, but I can understand the path in which they got there. Might not like it, but I can sympathize with that. So, both Strand and Daniel have done very bad things to each other. The one obvious last one being Strand shooting Daniel, although in the moment you can clearly see he did not want to do that. He still did it. Daniel has left Strand to die a couple times. So just like overall, I know that Daniel isn't a very trusting person. So honestly, I really feel like even if Madison would be there and be like, hey, we need help, Daniel still might be like, you're resourceful. Like, he was like, if Alicia's like her mother, then they'll be fine. I still think that he might feel that way, especially if, you know, Strand would have been the person to show up. I see a lot of old emotions being brought to the present in this episode for a lot of people. I mean, we see, you know, June, July, August, and John talking about, you know, her running away. We have this really deep conversation with Morgan and Alicia that made me cry. And then Daniel bringing up Strand's past. And I do genuinely think that Strand is a different person. And I mean, even back then, it was a very, if you're my person, I'm going to do what I can for you. But at the very beginning, it was myself first. I guess you guys can come along, but myself first. And then as he grew to know them, it was my people. I might screw somebody else over, but my people. And now he's like really opened up to like really helping others. And I mean, again, I don't think that he would be helping people like with Morgan and Alicia in the earlier seasons. So he's definitely a changed person. Daniel, I see being the exact same person. And that's not me being negative to Daniel, because Strand and Daniel in like the earlier seasons were my favorite two characters. Now, I'm trying to be a little bit unbiased here, just the simple fact that we haven't seen Daniel in 2 years, so things could massively be different. I don't think they are. He seems like this same old Daniel, like not trusting anyone, just like Strand was. They were two very like head-to-head characters, because they were the same in a sense of my people, you mess with my people, we're gonna have a problem type thing. Man, I lost my train of thought, but I can just like, I understand why Strand is frustrated. He doesn't want it like thrown back at him when he is trying like so hard to not be that person. Where's Charlie? I just not remember. Like, where is she? Oh, okay, yeah, she's with Sarah and Wendell. I was like, wait, I almost forgot. Where's this annoying little girl at? Yeah, so we didn't see any of Wendell, Sarah, or Charlie in this episode, which is okay because I like the main story focus in it. Now, the Morgan and Alicia talk. Now, you guys know from seeing my reactions that I'm not an Alicia fan right now. I can understand how she got to the mindset that she is currently in, but I cannot like crazy irrational actions. And her shooting of John, even though she thought she was shooting at someone else for whatever reason, was a very impulsive moment that reminded me too much of like Daryl Glenn, and it took her from like here to here. Now, on a grand scale of things, I think maybe in the moment when I was like really angry, I'd be like, I'll never like her again. But it might take seasons, it might take multiple seasons, but she can get to a point where she's okay. She's not gonna probably get to be a favorite character of mine, but she can get to where I'm not just completely 100% annoyed with her like 95% of the time. And you guys can thank Morgan for that. I know that like in the scale of reactions, I did start my reactions in season 3 of Fear, and it was 8 of The Walking Dead. So you guys didn't see my reactions beforehand with Morgan. So Morgan, I've loved ever since he came on screen. Alicia was okay. Then I liked her. Then I really liked her, and then she got bumped back down. So I think that I can equate, if I'm trying to think of like scale-wise for you guys, one person you did see a journey with my reactions is Rosita. You guys saw me reacting to, I believe, I could be wrong. I could be just in the total wrong season. I might be in the total wrong season. But there was the time when she was acting really impulsive. She took the shot at Negan. Like, all of that stuff was going on. I did not like her at all. I didn't like the way she treated Sasha. I wasn't a fan of any of that. Now that I'm thinking of it, that might have been 7. Yeah, I think that might have been 7. You guys might not have seen that. But even like into the reactions that I did do, maybe I did do 7. I'm not sure. I was not a fan of her. Now I am going to like her again. She is maturing. She is saying like no to some of the crazy like Daryl plans and like, hey, I'm not for this. And she's growing on me again. She's not my favorite character, but I don't hate her. She's very like middle like type character. I think that that's where Alicia could get to, and I don't know if they would ever be like favorites. They would have to do something like just completely outstanding for me to like be like, oh my gosh, yes, I love them. Alicia is, like I said, slowly getting there. The scene where she like stood up from Morgan, tackled Grace was a nice moment. This character Grace, like I said, with like they're past being brought up. Her past was obviously like written all over this episode. I was really wowed to learn that she is not with the other group. But it did bring up a question that I've had for a bit of what happens with certain things when the apocalypse happens, and this is one of them. I'm sure other areas might be affected even more than this. So, I don't know. I'm curious. Very curious to see where the season goes. It has such amazing potential, and these 2 episodes have been amazing, phenomenal. I don't know. I do not know if any season can top 3. 3 was just so great to me, especially. I still might say that the finale of 3, I think it was a 2-parter. It was a 2-part finale. Was like the best episode in the Walking Dead universe as a whole. I really, really love that episode. But yeah, I really like this one. The Little Prince book made it through. That's funny. Luciana scared me to death because I adore her and don't want her to die. Her and the accordion. Hopefully an accordion is in the season somehow, even if it's just like they're looking through a building and it's like, oh hey, there's an accordion. Hey Luciana. It would be kind of funny. But this episode was really great. I honestly really liked it. I like that. Now this is something I've said before. I actually cut it out of my discussion from the last episode because I get all the time, don't you want Alicia to be lead? Alicia should be lead. And I always say no. And it's not because I don't like her. It's because she is going through so much that I don't think that last season she was ready for it. Everyone wants her to be leader. We need a strong female lead. All of that conversation because Madison was taken out of the show. And I don't think that it's wrong. I just don't think it's the right time. And I was really happy to see that, you know, on Talking Dead, this was talked about, that, you know, like Alicia needs to grow, was talked about on social media. I'm like, finally, people are saying what I've said for the longest time. Last season, she lost her, like, all of her biological family. And our core original, because, I mean, there's truly the only original is Alicia at this point, but, like, old group, there's only 3. There's Strand and Luciana and Alicia. And they were not in good shape last season. They were not okay. They went through a lot. They lost everything and they only had each other. They've all lost a significant other. They've all lost people they consider family. And all that they had was each other. And we saw how they were living on their own. And that was no way to live. Like, they weren't together. If Alicia could have led, or if Strand could have led, or if Luciana could have led, they would have done it there, and they didn't. Because they couldn't. Because they'd been through too much. Now, I adore some of these characters, but the fact of the matter is, at this point in time, Morgan is the best equipped leader for this group. He could pass the torch absolutely to Alicia, 100%. I don't disagree with that, even though I'm not fond of her character right now. But she's not ready for it yet. Morgan has been through a lot. He's learned a lot. People might call him naive. Now, granted, I saw some like, Madison would have never blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you know, Morgan is not forcing everyone to go out. Everyone is agreeing to go out. They all want to help. They all want to do things. Might be a little naive in some of their thinking, but nobody is forcing them all to go out. So it's not like Morgan's this like terrible person. He's like, I don't agree with that. But they need time. And some characters, I just don't think are leaders. Charlie, not a leader. Sarah and Wendell, not leaders. John Dory, I adore him so much. Not a leader. He's like the definition of a right-hand man. June, July, August, whatever her name is, she's not a leader either. She's like the first person to run in the situation. She's not a leader. She's a great nurse. She had, like, all of these characters have a purpose, but again, not a leader. Luciana, not a leader. She really needs some time. I think that our core characters that we've known for the longest need time for themselves to find really truly who they are and be firm in that. before even considering that. Could Luciana be like a leader in the future? Absolutely, that's another character. Yeah, I think could be a core, like, fundamental leader. We've seen councils in, like, different shows like this, and I don't see why she couldn't be on that in, like, a future type thing. Althea, no. She's too focused on her story. She's confident in herself, yes, but I think that she has very, very high regards for the story and that she would do certain things like she did. And in that aspect, I would not say that she's a good leader. Maybe in, like, different sects of things, like, if they get to the community and there is, like, a gardening crew, a construction crew, maybe they could be leaders of, like, these type of groups, but not, like, overall for the entire community. That's kind of what I'm talking about right now. Again, Alicia, no, she's not quite there yet. Strand, no, not quite there. You guys, I adore this character so much. I love him more than life itself. But he's not a leader. He can't be a leader right now. They are still struggling. When they find themselves, yes. Could she be by next season? Sure. Who's to say that she's not going to grow? Alicia is not going to grow in that time. But just not now. Not now. She needs time. And I understand wanting that because, I would love for, Strand to be the lead character in the show. But they're just not emotionally ready for that. I think that while Morgan most certainly struggles and is just a poster of things that, like, could go wrong, like, with what's happened in his past, I think that he's at a place where that is now empowering to him. So, for now, Morgan. And I can see them being co-leads. I'm just really worried that if and when he passes the torch, passes the torch to Alicia for a more leadership role, I'm worried that that might be the end of him, and I don't want that to be the end of him because I love his character so much. As far as the two shows coming together, I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen. I know this discussion is super long. I don't want that to happen because I don't think that The Walking Dead will give time to these characters and appreciate them like I think that they absolutely 100% deserve. I mean, I like some of the characters, but they deserve their time. They deserve their story to be told. And if they go to the Daryl Dixon Power Hour, I think that they will absolutely fall into oblivion and not be appreciated. And I just don't want that to happen. Because the other show just likes to focus on a couple people and not really give story to a lot. I think that this show does a really good job of showing everyone. People might not like that they're separated a lot, but I think that that can add depth to the characters, and why when you ask people who is your favorite character on this show, you don't only get Morgan, you don't only get Alicia, you don't only get Strand, you don't only get, like, John Dory. You get, like, so many people saying so many vast different characters because they've all had such great story. Yeah, that's gonna be all for this, or I could just talk forever. Thanks for staying if you stayed for this, like, 20-minute conversation at the end. But yeah, that's gonna be all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and like always, think positive thoughts and send positive vibes. Bye guys.